jaw-dropping story about a 2-year-old boy that had a fetus removed from his stomach. This is something you must see to believe. Pauline Chu has the details.
Aaron, a 2-year-old Chinese boy, underwent surgery to essentially remove a twin who developed inside him. You heard that right. Doctors were shocked to discover an undeveloped fetus inside his stomach. The phenomenon is called fetus in fetu, a rare occurrence when the twin is absorbed into the other twin while in the womb. According to published reports, 2-year-old Xiao Feng was taken to the hospital after his stomach became so enlarged he was having difficulty breathing. X-rays and MRI scans revealed Feng was carrying the undeveloped fetus of his conjoined twin inside his swollen stomach. The fetus was nearly 8 inches wide and had developed a spine, fingers, and toes. According to news reports, it did not survive. The West China hospital has confirmed to CNN that the boy recovered and has checked out of the hospital.
Wow. Did you just hear that? A 2-year-old boy had a fetus inside of him. A 2-year-old boy was pregnant. A 2-year-old boy had to get an abortion. But yet, Christians want to claim their Christian God is real. And not only real, he's a personal God. He's right here amongst us, like Jesus. They want to claim the superhero Jesus of the New Testament flying in the air, disappearing through the walls. They want to claim that he's real. He's real too. Like Jesus, God, they're one, but yet they're two, and they're both amongst us, you know? The Trinity right here. God is your Father. But yet, a 2-year-old boy is pregnant with his twin and has to get an abortion.
2-year-old Xiao Feng was taken to the hospital after his stomach became so enlarged he was having difficulty breathing. X-rays and MRI scans revealed Feng was carrying the undeveloped fetus of his conjoined twin inside his swollen stomach. The fetus was nearly 8 inches wide and had developed a spine, fingers, and toes.
And Christians want to claim that Christian God is real, and not only real, but a personal God. Christians want to claim that Jesus is amongst us. What kind of God, what kind of Jesus would allow an innocent 2-year-old boy to be pregnant with his twin?
Doctors were shocked
and have to get an abortion. I mean, how can Jesus and God be right there and just allow this craziness to go on? A 2-year-old boy pregnant with his twin?
Doctors were shocked.
Developed fetus growing inside of him?
Doctors were shocked.
And the boy had to get an abortion? But yet the Christians claim the Christian God was right here, right there the whole time watching it all. I mean, doesn't the Bible say that one of the characters in the Bible said that God forms us in our mother's womb? So let's take the roof off, as Greg Kukel would say. Take the roof off is to take something to the full extent. And if it ends up being absurd, then reject it, obviously. So, 2-year-old boy, according to the Bible, God molds each one of us in our mother's womb. So the Christian God molded the boy, made the boy in the mother's womb, and then put the fetus inside of the boy. Or technically is like the twin fetus. The boy absorbed the twin inside. So let's say, so the Christian God did this. The Christian God created the boy, and so the boy would absorb his own twin and be impregnated with his twin. So the Christian God created a boy who was pregnant already inside of the mother's womb. And the poor parents didn't know till the boy was 2 years old and his belly was so big that he couldn't breathe, and that the fetus was taking up 2/3 of the stomach. So they took him to the emergency room. It's like, wow, dude, your 2-year-old boy is pregnant with his twin, and it's a growing fetus, has a spine. We have to abort this baby right now. We have to give this 2-year-old boy an abortion. But according to Christians, a personal God did all this. personal Christian God. The Christian God did this. The Christian God did it. According to Christians. Does that make sense? An all-powerful God, loving God, creates a boy with his twin fetus inside of the boy, and the boy is 2-year-old boy is pregnant, and he has to go get an operation. Does that sound like a personal God? Does that sound like a good, righteous God? Like, yeah, I'm going to create this boy that's going to be pregnant with his own twin. He's going to be 2 years old. Parents are going to be freaking out. His belly's going to be bigger than 3 watermelons. He won't be able to breathe. He would die, actually. And take him to the hospitals. Yeah. And watch, they're going to find out that he's carrying his own twin inside. A fetus growing with a spine. So the 2-year-old boy has to get an abortion. Folks, does that sound logical to you, that kind of God would exist? And to call him loving and father? And No, it doesn't make any sense at all. You know it doesn't, Christian. Christianity it's a religion based on fiction. But it can be a useful delusion for some. And a horrible delusion for others. Depends how you take the delusion of Christianity. I opt out, obviously, because I'm an atheist realist. But, wow. And like the Stephanie Gray, Scott Klosendorf, those guys, running around the world against abortion, but yet their own God supposedly created a boy who had to get an abortion of his own twin. Can you imagine a boy when he's grown? Hey, let me tell you what happened when you were 2-year-old. When you were 2 years old, you were pregnant with your own twin. Yeah, your twin. It didn't say if it was a boy or girl, but your twin. Just say your twin brother was inside of you. You were pregnant with your twin brother. You almost died. We took you to emergency, and you got an abortion at 2 years old. Can you imagine that boy's psychology? His mental state? Hearing that? But yet Christians will come along. Yeah, God is a personal God. He made you in your
story
mother's
about a
womb.
2-year-old boy that had a fetus removed from his stomach.
What loving God would do that? Only an evil God would do that. Or a God that's non-existent. Like a deist God, like make everything and just go. But Christians want to claim, no, a personal God, a father did that. Darn near killed the boy. Anyways, just another showing that the Christian God is fiction. And his superhero son in the Bible is fiction too. But nonetheless, yes, for some, Christianity is a useful delusion, and for some, Christianity is a hellish delusion. I mean, I've heard Greg Cole say several times on radio that he wakes up sometimes at night and goes in a cold sweat like, maybe I'm going to hell. Maybe God's grace is not as big as I thought.